Deeper.
Oh my god! Why did it start a second?
Are we?
Oh my
Are we
God.
recording 0 today? Because I'm down for that.
So, where can they find us at?
I'm going home, so if you know where that is, you can
Why is
find
the
me.
music playing?
Because we're doing the out.
Oh, yeah. We're, might as well pre-record.
We needed a hard in.
We need, we got a smooth out.
Yeah.
We need a hard in.
Oh, yeah, we got a very abrupt in is what we got. Hello, everybody. Welcome to That Checks Out with Damon and Ted. I guess we're going.
Are we going for real?
I don't know.
Are we going?
I duplicated the music. We were going to do it again.
Okay.
Wait, you duplicated the music?
Yeah.
So you just hit play twice?
No, I only hit play once, and then I hit D for duplicate. And in roughly 5 seconds, the music's going to start playing.
That
again.
is
Okay, here we go.
I hit D for duplicate.
Fisher Price podcast.
Right, yeah. The duplicate says, moo.
I hit D for duplicate, and it duplicated.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to
That Checks Out with Damon and Ted.
Turn down my cans. Turn them down.
I'm Ted. That makes him deafened.
It does.
Damon, how was your last 48 weeks?
What's cool is that's the first time I've ever said, hey, could you turn down my cans?
You're welcome. I can't hear it anymore anyway, so
Right.
what does it matter?
So, well, a couple things happened, actually. Went on vacation with my parents and my wife.
No one likes a bragger.
Right.
Or Damon.
Let's just elaborate. Whether I'm bragging or not, no one's a
No
fan.
one likes a Damon. Now available on Spotify.
I was going to say, is that like, looks like we made it? Is that real close? Is that what we're doing?
I don't want to get sued. Go
In
ahead.
the key of looks like we made it.
Don't get me sued.
So, no, my in-laws, yes. My in-laws celebrated 50 years of marriage. Okay? Probably like, I don't know.
How many more do you have to go?
Yeah. Like 6 years of wedded bliss and like, but 50 altogether. But anyway, so we had to go to the party, which was
50
cool.
years of, God, you still live here?
Yeah. Hey.
What is it?
So
the Fonz?
this is working out, I guess?
Your
Okay.
in-laws one of your in-laws is
Yeah.
the Fonz?
So no, we went to dinner, all right, which was cool. They had a lot of family and
Of
everything.
course you
there.
like that part.
Yeah. So they had food, all right? So what's weird is, so we're all stretched out on these different tables, and what are you banging?
I didn't know the chairs did that.
Oh,
Thought the pad wasn't working again.
oh yeah. We're hitting it with a hammer. It is not making noise.
I spilled again.
Yeah. Oops. So no, we're at dinner, and it turns out that the table across from us had extra rolls. Well, guess whose table did not have extra rolls?
Your table?
Correct.
Oh, got it
I
in
doubt
one.
it.
Right. So anyway, I hollered at my son Brendan, who's at the next table. I go, hey, toss me a roll. So it comes in high and hot. Okay, goes off the wall.
What,
Hits-
he Lambert you?
Oh yeah. So anyway, now I went up. He said I alligator armed the catch. I didn't. I went up solid. I went up high, but I didn't high point the ball. I didn't think I was playing I didn't think I had a defender. Okay.
Oh, you didn't think you had to?
Yeah. So anyway, he expected me to be like toe drag swag and clear. No, it went out of bounds, hit the wall, flies in behind me, hits one of our cousins sitting behind us. Okay, falls on the floor and stays there. I don't even acknowledge that it's there. I have no idea where this roll came from. Dead ball. Throw in another one. We're all good. It's like when you fall off a ball and it hits a plate, you're like, that's one scuffed. I'm not going to toss it back to the pitcher. Right, you hand it to the ump.
Have him check it out.
Right. Well, anyway, the ump has a roll sitting under his chair. Has no idea. Okay. So anyway, he probably knows because I'm pretty sure it hit him. So Brendan's like, they're all yelling at me. And then he's like, oh, it was a good throw. I'm like, it was an awful throw. Just an awful throw. And I have a podcast, so I can tell you how awful of a throw it was. He cannot debate it. Anyway, fast forward to about, I don't know, dinner's over and dessert's over, right? And lo and behold, rolls on the floor. I
still remembered it, yeah.
Yeah. So my kids pick it up, Chuck or Miss, they put it on the table. Like, here you go, Dad, here's a roll. Well, you know what Dad's got to do now.
So you have forgotten. I remembered it.
Yeah.
Because the story for me was only 30 seconds.
Yes.
I assume you have forgotten it because the dinner was much longer and you ate it.
You are correct.
Nailed it.
No. I knew where it came from. But it's one of those, like, the kid said it there with a smirk, and it's like, okay, Dad's putting this in his mouth now. Okay.
Whoa.
So we played, yeah.
Whoa. That's probably not a thing you want to make a
That
tradition.
seems kind of weird. Yeah. When kids put it there with a smirk. Dad
Tradition.
puts it in- yeah, it's probably not right. So anyway, what's weird is, which is not weird at all, I guess, is I grab the thing, immediately take this huge hunk and bite out of it, right? Okay, and then I proceed the whole other table where Brendan threw it from. Everybody turns and looks at the same time. They're like, "Was that the floor roll?"
I was just gonna say, has it been named the floor roll?
And I looked at him and I go, 45-minute roll. That's all I said, right? So they all lose their mind. And then I said, "Do you know what's better? What would make this floor roll so much better?
Floor butter?
No, ceiling soup. Okay, if they would have been dripping soup from the ceiling, because I had that, we were dipping them in potato soup. It was so good, just so good. So anyway, fast forward even a little bit further. Now I have mutilated this piece of bread, and I have hollowed out the middle, and I have made myself
chili bowl.
Well, I've made myself what I call bread noculars, and I become a cyclops as cyclops. That's a real word, huh?
No,
I become a cyclops as I look as if I was like Magellan looking for land. Okay, now I have this nice uniformed bread piece that I'm looking at every time waitress walks by. I'm like, I see you, right? I'm doing this. Now, mind you, I'm an adult. I mean, allegedly,
not from the evidence,
right? Allegedly, okay. Now, my job is to make sure my kids don't act the way that I have acted this entire time, including, when they bring out because it was family style. So they bring out the beef, and it's got that big 2-tong fork in the beef. I ate my whole meal with that fork. I said, this is a much better size fork. I ate everything with that fork.
But did you run around the house with a pickle in your mouth? Because it feels like this is where you've been.
I was misbehaving?
Yeah.
Is that what you're thinking?
That's what I'm thinking.
I did not. So we go a little bit farther, and the waitress comes over, and she's got a real good personality. And so she goes, I really like him. She tells my wife. She goes, I really like him. He reminds me of my ex. Now.
Oh, this is something great.
Right. So now, to which I say, now mind you, I don't drink, so I have had zero alcohol. I said, in front of my children, I want you to honestly tell me you have not pictured me naked. Did you just throw up a little?
Not a little.
Are you hurling right now? What's going on?
Far from a little.
Yeah. Far from puking? Are you? No.
Unfortunately, no.
You're right there. Okay. So anyway, she looks at me. She's like,
I
no.
am HR hurling stuff over here.
Yeah. She says,
can't puke a little because he must puke a lot.
Not at all.
No.
So she tells me, she goes, not at all.
Yeah, good.
And then I go, okay, first off, I'm the guest. Okay. This is what I say. I am the guest.
You just asked a stranger if she was yes or no picturing your dong.
Well, picturing me naked.
And now you're...
Right.
I would assume that's part of it. I've never looked, but now you're telling me you don't have a dong, so now I'm wondering about it.
So anyway, I find it to be great. She goes, no, no, I don't, she goes, he's my ex. And I go, oh, okay. I go, well, and I looked at her and go, if all this was your ex, trust me, you'd want to picture it again. And my kids, now they throw up in their mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If all this was her ex, she'd be like, oh.
Yeah. Right. So anyway, we go through the whole dinner. It was a good time. Dad misbehaved the entire time. I posed ignorantly for pictures. You know what I mean? Because as I should, I should stay in character the whole time. I was not. I was misbehaving. Okay.
Hopefully you were fully clothed.
I was. Not probably to the waitress because again,
you're right. We know where she was mentally.
We know where she was. Yeah. Okay. Just come on. Huh?
Come on.
We know. No. I should have just done that. You are right. Yeah. So anyway, 50 years of wedded bliss, a 47-year-old man sitting at a table acting like he's 3. I think that's how the math works out. So it's 47 and 3. He was 50,
so
right?
Far it checks.
Yeah. So, but no, I did that. And then briefly, I'm going to put a picture on our social media. Okay.
We're just going to dust it off, but all right.
Yeah. So you're picturing this, aren't you? So anyway, we're at the Covered Bridge Festival in Indiana. So we're out at beautiful trees, beautiful scenery. I'm driving down a 2-lane country road.
They put roofs on bridges out here, huh?
Weird.
Let's do a festival.
Yeah. And let's bring in the Amish. Okay. So I'm leaving. My parents are back at the B&B resting. Okay. Me and Nicole run back out for some stuff. And I'm going down this hill. And as I start to go down the hill, there is a bird coming at me that I don't know if it's a condor, an albatross.
Sounds like native Indiana birds.
Sure. I don't, pterodactyl. Here's what I'm telling you. I made eye contact with a bird, okay, from the windshield of my vehicle. I made eye contact doing about 25 miles an hour getting ready to go down a hill as it's coming, because it's flying straight at me. It has a wider wingspan than my van. So it is very impressive. It literally locks eyes with me, okay? And then when I think it's going to run into me, it swoops up slightly and it empties its bowels from about 7.5 months worth of food, okay?
7.5 months worth of training finally paid off.
It was insane. Like, if you're the falconer, way to dial it in, okay? That's all I got to say, okay? And again, this thing was probably too big to be a falcon. I have no idea. I really think it was probably like, what's a condor? What's the biggest bird you can get? Albatross?
In Indiana? I don't know.
Well, it doesn't have to be native to there.
A large cardinal? I don't.
Yeah, right.
Albert Pujols?
So here's the deal. Now, I'm driving down a hill, and it's winding. It's even to a sign. It says, like the sign's like, be careful. I am not cleaning my windshield until my wife gets a picture. Because I'm here to tell you right now, I have never, ever, ever, if I was sitting on a park bench, okay, I would have drowned. Okay? That's what I'm telling you right now.
Well, now I have a goal.
Right. Listen, remember when you got him in the van? Any chance you can get him at that park bench over there? What do you think? Maybe we put some binoculars on there, and he'll just screw around for a while.
You won't ever hear from your buddy Snuffleupagus again.
Yeah, right.
You find him on a park bench.
Oh, this made Big Bird look small. Big Bird looks small.
Big Bird's like 8 feet tall.
Yeah, he looks like he belongs in Oz next to this bird. Okay, he's an Oompa Loompa. I'm telling you right now, this thing was 7,000 pounds. I have no idea. It was huge. What do you laugh? You weren't there. You don't know Mac. What are you laughing at?
What do you get when you're full of a load of crap?
I'm just wondering how much you think you weigh.
Well, he also thinks he's 3 3/4 inches the size of a G.I. Joe. So
I'm just telling you right now, if you were my waitress, you'd be picturing it too. So anyway, this thing unleashes. Now, it just turns out later on.
The irony is the smallest G.I. Joe is named Tunnel Rat. It's a fact. It's a fact. Look it up.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't see the irony.
Listen.
He goes,
all right.
Look, I don't Google a lot of stuff.
I guess.
But I will totally Google that.
That makes sense. I'll check it out.
Yeah. He just tells me. So this right here is a picture of my windshield.
Whoa.
Yeah. I am not
Are you
lying.
sure you didn't hit a watermelon?
Okay. So here's the thing. Okay. Mac, if you'd like to walk in, I'll gladly share it with you. This is a picture of my windshield. Now, this does not account for my roof and the hood of my car.
I feel like that was personal.
That's exactly what I said. And first I'm like, did we get him right after Thanksgiving dinner? What did we do here? What did we do?
I think that bird drank a lake.
I couldn't see drive. You can see. I can't see driving.
You didn't see it. Like, the first question for Google question is, how tall is Tunnel Rat? Has he clicked on that yet? No.
I want to see the toy.
I want to see the.
No, you don't.
Okay, don't. You're not playing with toys right now. Okay, we're doing a podcast. So anyway, I'll put the picture on our social media. Okay, but it was.
What did you say when that happened?
Because
I would have been I don't know.
I laughed. I think I started a prayer, but I didn't finish it.
I think that. All right, so you're driving with Nicole.
Yeah.
So let's just say, for sake of argument, we're in Nicole. I think I would have been in the same seat with Nicole at that point. Be like, "Are you singing that
from over here? Does it look like it does from my side?" You know what I told her? I go, "Take a picture." She goes, "What?" I go, "I am not hitting the washers." Which, by the way, I had to empty almost a bottle of washing fluid to try and get that off the windshield. Okay.
Was it thick?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh,
was it gelatinous? Mac, you've not seen this photo yet. You need to just keep your noises to yourself.
Yeah. You have no idea, but I'm telling you, it is unreal.
To your point, that happened. Like, not that.
Right.
But oh my. Right?
Am I kidding?
It's not possible.
It's not. That's the windshield of a van. Okay. And again, I was operating it very dangerously afterwards because guess what? I couldn't see.
It looks like you hit a gallon bottle of corn syrup.
Right. Oh yeah. It definitely. Again, it was
the light kind, not the dark kind.
Yeah.
Just so people don't think it's just dark poop all over you.
Oh yeah. You know, like,
to be fair, he could see through this a little bit. It was somewhat transparent.
Okay, yeah. So one of my favorite things growing up, and even yesterday, is toaster strudels.
I was going to say floor rolls.
Yeah, floor rolls. By the way, phenomenal. Is toaster strudels. Now the thing about toaster strudels is generally you would make them and they'd be so piping hot you couldn't put them in your mouth. Then you would use that packet of frosting. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah,
the frosting packet. You put it on, you're like, oh. But then if they were too hot, it would just melt all over and it'd be gross. If you had 1,000 packets of that frosting and whipped them at my windshield simultaneously, you could not make the mess this bird made on my vehicle.
No,
it was insane. Okay. It was insane. I have iced a pan of cinnamon rolls before with no care in the world for how I use frosting, and I couldn't make it this sloppy. There's no chance.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I wanted to show you that. Yeah. You know what's weird? There is a term for that. I'm not going to use it.
Yeah, but I would change the first syllable to bird.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Here's the deal. Usually that's several birds hiding around my minivan. This was one. You know what's weird too? It looked like the hangar door opened. I watched it come down. Okay? And like it was one of those things where I was like, okay, look, I've never been, and again, I'm not going to joke because there's war and stuff going on. I've never been in anything like that. I can only imagine, like, you're not dropping me rations. You're dropping bombs, bro. You're dropping bombs.
It was Operation Dumbo Drop for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe drop.
But again, I had to say that because it was like, you know how certain memories pop out to you, like, oh, I had this
certain
great
memories.
trip.
I saw that photo 3.5 minutes ago, and it's
never going to go away.
It's never going away.
It's never going away. Right. Wait till I put it online. When this comes out, I will tag this episode, of course, but I will put the picture up.
You might have to put a warning on that.
Yeah, it is insane. Now, again, let me remind you, when I stopped to get gas, my whole hood was that way, which I drive a white van, so it was harder to see. But I'm glad that I saw it, so at least I knew. I was like, don't put your hands on the hood.
Man, I wish you were in. Is it Jersey that still has to do full service gas?
Oh, I got you.
Man,
yes.
that'd been amazing.
So they pop the hood, and you're like, what is this?
Well, I need you to just wash the windshield real quick. And
do you like toaster strudels?
Yeah.
Don't touch that hood. Don't touch that hood. And then one last thing, because we're at Covered Bridge Festival, and it's a big, like, Amish, Mennonites, all in that area. They have a store called Swarry's, which I'm sure people are just going to flock there after we talk about it. I call it the Amish Dollar General, okay? Because that's really what it is. When you go in there, it's about the same size. It has a little bit of everything. In fact, that's where I got your souvenir, okay? Which, by the way, you did not thank me for. That's it. What's he doing, everybody? You don't know what
that's the souvenir.
So
I'm sure it's worthy of a thank you, to be honest.
Picture that one up too.
Yeah.
It might be a phrase ending in you, but I don't know.
I was going to say, it's thank. Does that start with an F? I'm not sure what that starts with. How do you spell that? Yeah, Frank you?
Frank you.
But anyway, we went in there. And
I like how suddenly we become NPR. We went in to the Amish Dollar General.
So we go in there.
I bought Ted some stuff. He didn't say thank you.
And as we're in there, so they have these little dolls, dressed up in Amish clothes. Well, in walks Amish children that are dressed in the almost same size clothes.
Did you think they were Chucky?
I'm looking at it. I'm like,
Amish
at first
Chucky?
I thought, did one of the dolls come off the shelf and just start roaming around the store? I will tell you right now, my kids are pretty well behaved when they're in public. When they're in private, they are absolute jerks, just like their dad. But or unless we're throwing rolls in a restaurant, then of course they're not behaved. But my kids are pretty well behaved. These kids, holy crap, are they behaved? I was just like, wow, like I want to start an Amish daycare.
All of the horses are fed, sir.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I've churned the butter and I've thrown the poo on the man's windshield.
That's what it is. Can I get out of this damn albatross costume now? You guys have been flinging me over the road for the last 2 days, waiting for this guy to come by. But no, it was so funny. So I was telling my wife, because I went last year with my parents, and so this year she went with too. And I was trying to explain to her. They go, what's the Amish General Store? And I go, hold on, it's the Amish Dollar General Store. And she goes, what? I go, now do you? She goes, yeah. So we get there, and she's like, oh, did you call it? And again, it's cool.
See, we went to the store across from my, a little bit across from my sister's. It's more Mennonite.
Yes.
Compared to that, because I don't feel like that's a Dollar General, but it does have a lot of stuff in it.
No. This has everything from this is a turtle head keychain where you squeeze it and the turtle pops out the head. Everything from that to little wooden carved horses to all your house utensils to snacks to homemade pickles
this sounds like the place I went to. Remember in New York where I walked in for a few minutes?
Yes, like that hardware store.
Yes.
Probably very much in that realm.
That's exactly what that sounds
However, in that realm, they do pay attention to you when you walk in here, okay? And to be honest with you, they I don't know, everything, like you look at it and you're like, wow, it looks like it's like third world. It's just weird. They have clocks, they have cuckoo clocks, they have all this stuff. You're like, the mixture of stuff you see is like you're seeing a flea market inside of a little store. You know what I mean? And you look at it and you're like, okay. But then you realize, like, I went last year with them. The same lady's working there. Now, I have to believe she may be part owner or their property, whatever. But I was just like, okay, they're closed on Thursdays.
Must be Swanson's Showfield. What'd you say the name of the place was?
Swarry's.
That's it.
Swarry's frozen TV dinners. So, but what's weird is while we're there, up comes, and then I'm done. Up comes a buggy, and it was like a little cold that day. It's a covered buggy. Okay, so it's got like a hard top on it. So it comes up. It's got lights all over it because I think they have to because of the law because they're on the same road, so they have to be at least visible. Okay. So they have lights on it. I am not kidding you. Do you remember we were younger, or even you watch Family Guy and they have like a circus car, pulls up and 86 people get out of it? I am here to tell you, there was so many people getting out of that car and kids. And I'm like, I don't know what kind of human Jenga they play, or human Tetris they play to get in that car.
If they can fit 5 gallons of turd into a 1 liter bird.
Into a bird. Right. Right. Sir, we have practiced for this forever.
Your math skills are amazing out here.
Yeah. But it was so crazy. And so what's weird is, you know how they all have so many kids too, right? Well, the one, she's holding a little baby. And my stepdad goes, Don says, hey, how old's your daughter? And she goes, this one. She looks at the face. She goes, a year. And I'm like, this one and a year.
Hey, you barn woman! How old's that baby?
Yeah, right.
That's how that plays out for me.
Right. Is it a tree? Should we cut into it and see how many rings there are? What are we doing here? So, but yeah, it was just funny when she's like, this one? Looks down. Oh yeah, a year. Are we guessing? Is it not yours? Are you like baby? Are you Amish kidnappers?
Could be.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just kind of wild, man. Again. Very fun time, very crazy couple of weeks because we've been away for a couple of weeks,
Yeah.
So, what about you? Anything cool?
I got some feedback on one of our recent episodes that they appreciated Angry Ted.
Yes.
That was the episode where this is not your seat, sir.
Correct.
So just in that vein, I'm gonna give I'm gonna give a dead to me out there.
Oh, are you really?
I am. People driving in cars,
yes,
that try to wave me on. When I'm the pedestrian, I've already waved them on first.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm
down. I know my where I'm going, my ability, what I'm doing.
Yeah.
If I'm like, hey, once you go, I have all of this space to work on with my own.
Yeah.
But when I go, I'm still in front of you. There's still just go. You were in a car that can go 150 times faster than me. Just get out of the way.
Correct. Yeah.
Just today, shopping with my mother. She wanted
Nobody likes a bragger, but okay.
Know,
continue.
Right.
Yes.
She didn't buy me anything.
Yeah.
She wanted to buy beverages, so bottled water, some, 12 packs. I'll let you figure out whatever she drinks.
Right.
It's Diet Dr. Pepper.
I was going to say, I kind of know. I've seen it. There's a pantry full of
it. So the cart's heavy.
Right.
And it's kind of awkward. It's got one of the wheels.
Oh, I got you.
So I know what's happening.
Yeah.
This guy waves me on. I'm like, no, go ahead. He waves me on again. I'm like, no, for sure. I point to him and I point you go. And he just sits there. And I was like, all right. So then I got to go. But because of the way the median is in the parking lot, now I got to kind of skirt in. And he looks at me I'm like, I know. Yeah. I told you to go.
Right. That's exactly what happened. Here's the deal. You had no intentions of jogging behind said cart.
Cart.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what you're working with.
Right.
You have a car, sir. Go. How are you doing me? Now, if you're standing in the pouring rain, sometimes I understand that.
Right.
I totally understand it. It's not pouring rain today. So I got to think you were in the rain, right?
No, I was not.
Okay. So realistically, it's your call.
Right. But he's hugging up on the thing. So I literally have to wait for him to move anyway so I can pull my cart around where I got to go.
I got you.
Otherwise, I'm off-road in this cart.
Right. Yeah.
Not happening.
Right. And it's full of soda.
Yeah. This cart is ridiculously heavy. To the point where my mom usually uses a cart as an old lady walker. Stopped using it halfway through the store. Yeah. Suddenly I look up, she's in her cane down the aisle. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm pushing now.
I guess I have the cart.
And suddenly I found out why, because it had no steering. It was like, nope.
Were you better off pulling it?
Probably would have been, yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't think that far ahead.
Well, no, there was just no room.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Because we're getting close to holiday season, so every aisle has to have 1,000
end caps.
End caps full of stuff.
Yeah, end caps.
And people that are just like, hey, I'm going to stand right in the middle of the aisle.
Yeah. Oh, I love that too.
Indecisively.
I haven't seen you in years. Let's talk right here.
These cake mixes.
Right. Do I want the chocolate or the devil's food? It's the same damn thing.
I've always bought yellow. maybe yellow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna go with yellow.
Get out of the way.
Yeah. You should be allowed to check those people into the cake mix.
I should.
Yeah.
You just get up under them, put
clean
right in
up
the
on
wall.
aisle 7.
Yeah.
Sorry about it. Yeah. Sorry about your bad luck, Irv.
I went to Vegas in the interim.
Wow.
Yeah.
Someone's really soaking up this free time, huh?
I saw Uncle Air in a Vegas club.
Yeah. How was that?
Oh, this is great. So I see the whole thing. Have a great time walking out.
Did he know you were going to be there?
No.
Oh, so he's got to be mind blown.
Thing is, if he reads his social media, he should have known, but apparently he didn't. But that's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm walking out because he was doing a little meet and greet because he sells things after the show.
Correct.
That our friend, not this Brian, but a different Brian, initially made for him.
Funny Brian.
Yeah.
Funny
We
Brian.
call him Comedy Brian, but
Right.
I see where you went with that.
Yeah.
I walk out. I'm like, hey, that was a great show. And he's like, what are you doing here? That was just it. That was all it was. And I was like,
that was your response?
that was it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thanks, Larry.
Yeah. Hey, supporting somebody, you're welcome,
Which in his defense, I'll see him for free in a few weeks when he performs with Brian.
Right.
Funny Brian.
Yeah. Let's just go with Funny Brian, because Comedy Brian, it leaves a lot to, be desired. Let's go with Funny
Well, there
Brian.
used to be, Supervisor Brian.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
That whole place is dead to me.
You know what's good? You've got a lot of rage out today. I really feel like is this a breakthrough?
No.
Are we?
Well, never.
Do you want to throw some rolls?
I'm like that bird.
Yeah.
I will have an endless supply of rage.
There's a lot of shit in here. I got to get it out. Do you want me to pull the fan around?
No.
Do you want to go over to the window, see what you can get out?
But I did walk. One day I walked 18 point something miles while I was in Vegas.
Really?
Yeah, it was like 38,000 steps or something. Well, there's a place I was wanted to go, and I'm like, they have it all torn up for the F1.
And they don't have cars to get there?
There's an F1 race.
Oh,
So they're
okay.
setting up for that.
I gotcha.
So the main strip, like the strip, is it's just gross right now. So it was just easier to walk.
Yeah.
But then, I get there. Well, then I get there, I come back, and then I tell my daughter we've never been to the Venetian. I'm like, oh, I walked to the Venetian. It's pretty cool. It's got the mall there. It's got the shops. It's got like the boat rides.
They have blinds, don't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
They make a lot of noise.
Just checking. All right, go ahead.
And they're like, well, maybe I want to go there. I was like, so I walk back over there. Anything else you want to do? Like, I just want to walk around by myself. Okay, we're inside. We're in the mall part of it. I was like, okay, just walk around. Cut to like an hour later. I'm like, did you want to head back? Okay. I'm like, okay, but where are you? Oh, I'm already past the Flamingo. I'm still in the Venetian.
Wait, so your daughter's on her own out on the street?
My daughter is now 3 casinos away.
Gotcha.
And when you get to the Flamingo,
Is a casino a unit of measure in Vegas?
In Vegas, yeah.
Okay. All right. So 3 casinos.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a 1.5 city block.
So like if me and you
Per
were doing
casino.
if me and you were going to do a race, how many casino head start would you give me?
Me and you?
Yeah.
Probably 3 casinos.
Okay. So you should be able to catch your daughter. Me and her about the same speed, I'm guessing. All right.
Well, you don't have to, then you have to factor in the people.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
But I have a total disregard for those people. So we can race. I'll go right through them people.
The problem is after the Flamingo, that's when the construction starts. So you either have to go through this warren of like blocked off areas, past your buddy Wahlburger's place,
Okay, yeah.
or you have to go over one of the sky bridges over into Caesars and go through Caesars across the Bellagio. Like you have to go through all these places because you can't use a sidewalk. I don't know which way they've gone.
Right. You just know
It
where
doesn't matter.
Yeah, you know they're a good distance away.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
there's no way because I'd have to go through. I'm not kidding because I'd have to go all the way through the Venetian, then through I think Harrah's, through I can't think of all of them, but there's 3 in a row right there.
Right.
Just forget it. You're gone because she's on the other side of the
Right.
Flamingo.
Right. No, I got you.
So you got to go past Margaritaville, past all the way through the Flamingo.
Yeah.
The Link. There's another one in between. I was just like, well, I guess I'll see you at the room.
Right. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. When I said you, could
But as long as everybody's safe.
Yeah.
That's all that
I said you
matters.
could walk around. I didn't say that meant like.
Yeah, carte
I
blanche.
didn't point to Vegas and go. You can walk around all this.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, when you get to that pawn shop,
Oh!
when you get to the pawn shop, let me know.
I forgot about the wildest thing. I'm walking through security. Was
it a bird? Did it crap on you?
No.
Okay.
It's the wildest thing for me while I was in Vegas, not the wildest thing in this podcast. I cannot.
You're
top.
still picturing that, right?
I cannot top a hefty bag full of a bird
I understand.
unloading on your windshield.
Understood.
Which you still hope it's poop. Anyway,
Yeah, right.
I get through security. I'm putting stuff back in my pocket. I look up. There's a guy. I'm like, that looks a lot like Flavor Flav.
Did he have a clock on?
Yes, it was Flavor Flav.
Really?
Oh my god, yeah, it was amazing. I was like, you got to be kidding me. So, but the best part was I'm behind him now. We're walking through. He's going down to the same gates.
Does he have security or no?
No, it's just himself.
Yeah, because he's Flavor Flav. He
Yeah,
don't really need
he's
security, right?
full.
Yeah, he's
There's
done.
nothing left.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah. But the other people walking towards me, like, so they're seeing him in front. Also, you see all of them, their heads just go boom, 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 as he's going by because they're all like, I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like behind, like, yeah, did you see it?
Yeah.
Did you see it? And I'm like, I'm doing a circle on my chest, but do you see the clock?
Yeah.
Did you see it? That's that guy.
Yeah.
So weird.
That's when you just got to announce. Anybody know what time it is? He turns around, you're like, aha.
Hey, has anyone got a clock? I got to check my watch. Anyone got a chest clock? I got to check my watch real quick. I totally forgot about that till just now.
That's pretty cool, though.
Oh, and then I also saw Jimmy Carr and Michael Dolenz. Michael Dolenz. That's his name, but it goes by Mickey. I don't know why I said Michael.
So you have actually made his name more complex. Yeah. You're not on a first syllable. You're like, Mick. Yeah. So that's the back of Flavor Flav?
That's the back of Flavor Flav. I didn't put it out because I want to be like, anybody like, yeah, that's what it is. But Tina didn't believe me. So I just had to take a photo real quick. But then I couldn't be like, hey, I should have been like,
yeah. What's the
hey, does this taste like love?
I was gonna say I don't know
because that's the Flavor of Love is his show.
Yeah, Flavor of Love is his show where I think he hooked up with other chicks, but what's the one that used to be married to Rocky? Bridget Nielsen? Yeah. So yeah, that was a match made in something. So but no, I totally understand when you see somebody famous, you're like, oh, I want to take, like I said, I met Bo Jackson before, I met these different people, and you're like, I really want a photo.
Well, here's the thing,
I really want a photo.
I was going to say a real a-hole, but I was like, if I was you,
oh yeah,
I would have been like, hey, Flav,
huh?
Can we get a photo? I didn't want to just,
right.
Only people that really saw him face on were like calling attention to him. I didn't want to be like, hey, Flavor Flav, can I get a photo? Because then you're ruining this day. That's not what I'm here for.
Yeah.
You could tell he was trying not. I mean, he was like an idiot trying to be inconspicuous because he's still wearing a neck clock.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's hard. Like, hey, there's only like one guy on earth that does that. Is that guy?
But was it like a grandfather clock hanging? So it's like, they can't be Flavor Flav. No. He wears a round clock. No. So
he usually wears one the size of a dinner plate. That's more of a saucer.
He's sponsored by Fitbit. Yeah. He's counting his steps. It's like, what do you got on around your neck? That is so high tech. No, the only song that I remember from, because that was Public Enemy, right?
Yeah.
It was him and Chuck D, right? Yeah. The only song I remember is when they went with Anthrax, Bring the Noise. I love that song. That's a great song. You can still listen to it now, and you're like, that's what music
is
right.
now. There's nothing I could have called out.
No.
Nothing. He wouldn't have been one like degree of turn being like, I see through you.
Yeah.
You know nothing about
me. Or what's the one, hear the drummer get wicked or something like that? Isn't that one of the, I think so. But I would have been like, hey, bring the noise. Dun, 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 you know? And then what's weird is the guys from Anthrax are working at the airport, so they're like, hey,
that's our song.
That's our song. We know him. Whatever. So, dude, that was a pretty cool story though.
Yeah.
Now, had he shit on your car, that would have been way more. Yeah. That would have been way cooler. Way cooler.
Well, all right. So let's go back. So
Did he?
No.
Okay. Because you got excited.
I was in Vegas. If my car was in Vegas and I flew home, then we got a problem.
Well, not really. It's only 27,000 casinos away. Yeah. You could walk. You could get back there.
Hey, so. Marty, can you go swing by and pick up my car?
Yeah.
Well, so Jimmy Carr couldn't get through to Ticketmaster when I was like, hey, can you buy these tickets for me? I was assured yes. I'm leaving names out. You'll be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
I said to someone else in my house that has Ticketmaster buying power.
Privileges, right.
Yeah. Can you buy these seats for me? Yeah, no problem. That was back in like March, April.
So you barely got in the theater.
No, here's the thing. My head, if I'm sitting here for months, this is where I'm sitting, this is where I'm sitting, this is where I walk in. So the thing, they point us to like a comedy Brian and me to a 4-person semicircle booth.
Yeah.
Like, no, I think I bought those seats. No, it says here, this is booth. I made that woman go down to her manager. I was like, here's the thing, because I don't want to be in the wrong seats and have someone come up and be like,
yeah,
you're in the wrong seats.
But hey, here, let me tell you, folks, I never say Ted's smart ever. Here's where you're smart. Fight with the people at the comedy club before calling your wife to fight with your wife. And again, I'm only assuming, allegedly, that it might have been your wife. Someone in your house.
Wouldn't have remembered anyway. But
you know what I'm saying.
But anyway, so he's like, no, that's it. So we sit there.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, this is fine. Now we have a booth with a table, and everyone else is just sitting in chairs. Like, we got.
And there's 2 of you in like a 4-person.
Yeah, we got
booth?
a private booth.
Oh, you're game on.
You're getting out of the story.
Oh no!
Lights go down. The screen comes down. It's like, hey, this is what's going to happen in Chicago. It's telling some jokes. It's like Jimmy could have been anywhere, but Joseph, come here. And then just like, I don't remember what it was, but it was just like a whole it was like a Star Wars scroll where it's just rolling up, getting you ready, getting you hyped.
Yeah.
As that's happening, 2 guys come in. They're like, oh, we think you're in. And I hold it up. I'm like, no, it says booth 1 and 2. And they look down. And it's like, oh, ours says booth 3 and 4. Now,
it would have been great if you had 1 and 3 and they had 2 and 4. You're
now,
like, oh.
What's great, though, is that there were a few people like in the seats in front of us that were kind of like offset because in Comedy Brian's like, hey, should we just switch with them? Because there's 4 of them and there's 2 of us. We should probably just switch. Good thing we didn't do that because then that would have been a whole like.
Right, yeah.
But anyway.
And stuff's already starting? Lights are down? Yeah. So, yeah, you don't
do that. Well, first off, they come in with 2 giant popcorns between 2 guys and then like 2 drinks and they sit down. And so Comedy Brian's on the end. I'm in the middle. So I have to scoot in. So now I'm in the middle next to some guy I don't know. And I got to smell his popcorn the entire time.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Carr is not a for everyone comedian. So
yeah, no, I'm not a big fan, but I understand why people do.
We're laughing at offset things. And I was like, oh, this is not
right. Yeah. We hate each other and we sit at the same table.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, we were like, oh, this is amazing. This is great for like literally 20 minutes because we're early. We've been in the comedy business. We have sat people. We've worked a door.
Yeah.
We know how comedy works. You get in, you sit down, you get prepared. You don't come in halfway through because because that happened at Larry's show. I think it was. Yeah, some people came and sat down and they were like, no, it was my show.
Okay.
They came in after I got off the stage because I also performed comedy while we were out. We've been gone a long time. I get done. They come in halfway through the.
But you've already told me about the funny people. Let's just continue with the funny
halfway
people.
Through the feature act. They come in and sit down, and the feature guy's like, it threw him for a loop. He's like, did you? Are you? So then he like basically is like, so I'm telling him the story. Basically, he has to catch them up because now he's like halfway through a bit.
Right.
They've walked in. They're right there, front and center, and they have no idea what he's talking about. And it was just like, well, that was great.
Yeah.
For comedy. Actually, for anything, I'm not gonna justify it for anything. If there's a time, be there before that time hits.
Yeah, be there.
Saw Back to the Future in the theater.
Yeah,
it's a pre-run movie. Like everyone has seen it. It's 7 years old by now. There's not going to be any trailers before it. Yeah, it's not like they think, oh, these are the people that come out to movies every week.
When it starts at 8, it starts at 8.
Yeah, I heard some people that I talked to like, we got there like 5 minutes late and it was already started. I'm like, yes,
that's how it goes.
Because the time is not a suggestion. It's when the movie starts.
Yeah. You know what? I'm kind of like an angry Ted, too. I really am. And you know what's weird? You're angry at me a lot. You just really don't. I think you don't verbalize it the same way. Maybe you should. Maybe I would find you way more entertaining.
Wait. Once voodoo actually catches on. Yeah. Why does my ass hurt so much?
I know why my back hurts from carrying this podcast. So anyway.
Wow. Carrying it right to the dumpster.
So let's do a few fun facts. Now that we're, 35 minutes in.
Now that we're at the end of the show.
Few fun facts. And I actually made these kind of specific to go along with some of the stories today. The albatross is the largest bird that can go years without landing. They spend their first 6 years of life flying over the ocean before coming to land to mate. Okay? It is capable of traveling more than 10,000 miles in a single journey and circumnavigating the globe in 46 days.
Do you know how far you can fly if you drop off 5 gallons of ballast?
I was going to say.
Just whoop, and you're right back up.
When it says circumnavigating the globe, they could have went through Indiana. Okay? You don't know what path they take, Wilson. So when you tell me...
Read the rest of it.
That's it.
Nope. Start at the part where they says the circumnavigating the globe.
What's it?
Yeah. I had a stroke there. They said they circumnavigate the globe. Read after that part.
Yeah, and circumnavigate the globe in 46 days.
All right, so go before that. I really wasn't listening.
It is capable of traveling more than 10,000 miles in a single journey and circumnavigating the globe. Yeah.
You said some part about they're over the ocean.
Yeah, over the ocean for the first 6 years of their life.
Yeah.
So I could have had a 7-year-old albatross.
I don't think they're like scoping at the ocean going, you know what, let's check the most boring state in America.
But they heard
now that we've flown over the ocean.
They have an Amish Walmart there. Or an Amish Dollar General.
They can't even see the bridges because there's covers on them.
That's why, because these albatross are going there and crapping on people. That's why they put the covers on the bridge. Now I understand what happens. There's a science behind the bridges.
No.
You understand what I'm saying? Albatross. Yeah, years ago, albatross used to fly over Indiana.
Because they were like, hey, what if we just tell these Amish people they have to raise a barn? And then we'll scoop it out real quick and turn it into a bridge.
We can drive through that. You put a door on each side. We can drive through that barn. That's how it works. Now, put that barn over the pond. Okay? That's what we need.
You guys start meet in the middle. Go.
Yeah. Now, let's race. But anyway, I told you. Now, it didn't look like an albatross because albatrosses are white. Okay? It wasn't white. This looked like it had the face of an owl, the body of, I don't know.
What is it, a Wonder Twin?
The dragon.
Shape of?
Yeah, the dragon from Shrek had the body of that. Okay? Yeah, other than that, I mean, I really didn't see a whole lot.
You say that like my mental Rolodex has the body of the dragon from Shrek. Oh, there it is.
Okay, but if
this means nothing to me.
But if I say running through the house, what are you going to say?
Pickle in your mouth.
he moves his hands out like, hey, stupid. We all know what this is. Okay.
I mean, we also just referenced it 35 minutes ago.
It was so obvious that it's pickle in the mouth. Listen,
misbehaving.
I can wait 45 years. No, I can't because you'll be dead. I'll probably live forever. But anyway, I can wait 45 years and I can say that and you'll look at me and you'll give me the same thing. You'll be like, pickle in the mouth. That's how it goes.
You put that in the ether, so that's fine.
Yeah.
You just basically were like, hey, take me out.
Right. Right. I don't want to be here. Now, here's my second one. If Godzilla was real, this is not a fun fact thing. This is mind-blowing facts. If Godzilla was real, he would produce 151,436,928 gallons of urine per day.
That's quite a bit.
Okay. Now, he could probably do what happened to my windshield.
This was the biggest. I can't get behind the story about Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Okay.
You can't tell me that Emily was cleaning up Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Oh, I know. Right.
Every day.
You were correct. You know what? She can make a covered bridge out of that.
Yeah.
Let's just start boring on one side.
Unless they lived next to a very large quarry.
Right.
I can't. Like, there's no way.
You want to know what's weird? You can't take that dog on a walk. You don't have a bag big enough.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't care what you do. How you carrying that home? You dragging that home in a wagon?
Yep. Yeah. That lives there. Wherever he dumps, that's where that lives.
And then try telling the neighbors, wasn't my dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're out there with a lawnmower and they're stuck. They can't even push it. They have to push around the turd in the.
Just stand on top of Clifford's head. Wasn't my dog.
Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Wasn't me, Shaggy.
Yeah, it wasn't me. So anyway, Godzilla, if he was real, we can agree, could have done what happened to my car. That could have happened. Get Godzilla.
Oh, he could have wiped your car right off the side of the hill you were
right.
on.
Oh, yeah. It would have been like a tsunami of urine. Oh, man. It would have been a different color.
You get asparagus?
Yeah. Godzilla's a big, is he garden? What's he doing?
That is an oof.
Yeah. All right. I have two more fun facts. I'm going to do all the fun facts. If we get to other stuff, it's cool. But if not, in World War II, an American pilot named Owen J. Baggett gained fame for shooting down a Japanese plane using his pistol while parachuting. This guy is awesome.
Hey. I got something to say. Come here. Come here.
Pew, 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 pew. Dude, how much of a badass do you have to be?
The fact that his name is Baggett.
Yeah, right. Gotcha.
We're sending OJ Baggett.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. OJ. but it's World War II. So you got to imagine, if he's using a parachute, he's already succumbed to, I don't have a plane anymore.
Well,
okay?
He's like, I got nothing left to lose.
Yeah, right. So odds are you're going to be shooting at me while I'm in this parachute. All right, let's pull this pistol out. How many? It's a pistol. World War II. Six shots, right? So
6 to 12, no more than 12.
Yeah, even if you had something to reload and you were reloading, yeah. But he shot down.
Hey, can you guys swing by again? I just got to reload real quick.
You want to know what's weird though too? The Japanese people in World War II had to feel really terrible when they went back and said, "Listen, we lost a plane." Oh, anti-aircraft or anti? No.
OJ Baggett.
OJ Baggett. He just does it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Newman, Baggett.
In Japan, Baggett's a swear word. Like damn it, Baggett. Do you want me to put it in a bag? I don't.
What are we doing?
I don't understand.
What are we doing? I just bought this stuff. You didn't seem like you wanted to ring me up or work with me, and you said Baggett.
What if OJ Baggett is like someone like you? He sounds
awesome.
He's shooting at a plane.
Yeah.
Who is a kamikaze pilot? Sees the plane goes down. Tells everyone, "I shot that plane down."
Yeah. You want to know what's weird? That would have been me.
Right. That's why I said it.
I'm at Pearl Harbor. Okay. I took down 57 planes. Okay.
With this 6-shooter.
Damon, you have 6 bullets. How did you take down 4? How long were you in the air?
I just waited till they lined up. Right through them.
But at the same time, you're parachuting down. Gravity is not on your side. Okay. Yeah. Gravity is not on your side. You are right, though. That is, I would, then what I do afterwards? I'd be like, huh?
Yeah. I mean, you would, so many times, just let him have it.
Yeah.
Put in the official record. This guy shot him down. I'm done.
Yeah.
I am done.
Yeah. Look, he's still talking. Can we let's make it official, okay? It's all good. I am done. And I'll be like, I'm bagging, okay? So,
Captain Dunn, I'm bagging.
I'm bagging. Hey, Dunn, how many planes did you shoot down? It's like, bag it, shut up. We're going to give you credit for all of them. So here's my last one. This one, if nothing's ever checked out more than a fun fact in this one. 2 psychologists in the 1930s adopted a baby chimp and tried to raise her alongside their own baby boy, Donald, to see if this caused a chimp to learn more human behavior. After 9 months, they stopped the experiment because her son started behaving like a chimp. Here's the deal. You want to know what's easier to be? A chimp. Okay?
Imagine that. Hey, honey, good news, bad news. Theory works.
Yeah.
Just the other way.
You're about to get hit with a turd, okay? Because Junior knows how to take off his diaper, and now he throws stuff. Yeah.
Donald has learned the word duck.
Yeah. Where did he learn that? From his sister, who happens to be a monkey, okay? Or a chimpanzee. So anyway, I find this...
Well, yeah, that'd be so much more fun. Like, to watch a chimpanzee climb and swing and do other... I would do that.
You want to know what's weird? You think maybe there was some cool bond between the kid and the monkey where the monkey's like, look, I do everything you do, right? We're good. What if? Okay, just hear me out. What if?
Hey, you know what'll really loosen up those tight-ass parents' ears?
Yeah.
Follow my lead.
This is happening right now, okay? You know what's weird is the monkey throws the crap at the parents and then points to the kid like, huh? Did you see that? Huh? Yeah. All of a sudden, I'm the chimpanzee. Yeah. All of a sudden, it's like, we're going to throw rolls. Okay, here's what's going to happen. 45 minutes from now, we're going to eat that roll. So make sure we don't do anything else to it.
Well, then you got to throw your soup at the ceiling.
Right. Oh, ceiling soup would have been
you need that
great.
later.
Floor rolls. But anyway, and it's 2 psychologists. So you're married. You're both psychologists. You both think you're smarter than the world. You know what we're going to do?
Yeah.
We're going to show you this.
Well, you're over there. They're over there.
Exactly. Yeah. I feel like I'm being judged pretty hard. You're going to hit with a turd. Told you. You got to squeeze it hard. Yeah. That turtle head just does not pop out. No, you have to make it work.
That turtle head is very stubborn.
But it needs to be on your keychain, just in case. You never know when turtle heads are going to strike. All right. So now, I tell you what. I have a TCO of the week, and I have a strange story. And I would rather do TCO of the week.
TCO
of the week.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's how we're going. TCO of the week is woman steals a car to drive to a job interview at a strip club. Later, she returns the car.
Well, that's generous.
Okay, so you have to get your job interview, but you don't have access to an automobile. How do you solve this dilemma? Well, we've read the title, so I bet I know. Grand Theft Auto. Okay, by a woman in a G-string. Most people would probably call an Uber or perhaps ask a friend or a family member for a ride. But not this Indiana woman. I was just there. I was just in Indiana. I wonder if I know her.
Yeah, could have given you a ride.
I might know her. I really don't know.
She might have been flying above your car.
She has the runs. Most people would probably, most probably. Her name is Kasia Shelton from Muncie. I was not in Muncie.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage.
Yeah. You know what's weird? She needs some kind of really cool stage name now that is like Grand Theft Auto. She really does. So Kasia Shelton from Muncie, she's been arrested for stealing a vehicle from a local dealership. According to police, the 20-year-old used a 2013 Kia Optima to drive. Okay, that's what you stole. Are you not trying to make an impression on your first job interview? Seriously.
Well, apparently Kias are very easily thefted, though, so maybe she just knew that.
Okay, all right. So when the cops later showed up at Shelton's door.
So maybe that's her. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Kia!
Kia! They shoot the gun,
we got bad news, everybody. Someone has stolen Kia.
Yeah, it's weird. So when the cops later showed up at Shelton's door, she seemed confused and thought they were pulling off some kind of joke. She genuinely didn't seem to understand what she was getting arrested for.
Did she think they were strippers from the... Hey, guess what, Kia?
Oh, my God.
Or whatever. Kasia, you have won this...
They sent cops that do what I do. That is so cool. Who wants to talk a buck? Come on. After all, she returned the Kia to the dealership. This is why. Look, I took it back.
Yeah. Test drive.
Why are you here?
Yeah.
Where's the car? At the dealership.
Yeah, where's your evidence? I don't see what you got. Bad boys.
She didn't plan to keep it, so what's the big deal? Never mind the fact somebody did generally steal the car after she dropped it off and left the keys in the ignition. Okay. You want to know what's awesome? What if it's the guy that interviewed her at the strip club? But man, that's a nice Kia. Okay,
let's follow catch it.
Let's see where she's going.
I mean, she could have at least walked up to someone on the lot and been like, "Here you go, scooter."
Yeah, you know what you could do too? Maybe, and again, not all of them you can now. Lock the keys in it. Okay, they got to break a window. Now you're not an accessory.
My car, you can because it's just
right.
You're like, okay, cool.
Yeah. So it says mystery phone calls. The auto theft happened on Monday, October 9th. Okay. She arrived at RDI Motors in Muncie, which apparently they have a very not strict.
I was gonna very loose security there.
So if you're a stripper and you would like to test drive a car, apparently this is where you want to be. Okay. That's probably their next commercial. Look, do you take your clothes off for money? We got a Kia for you. Okay. Anyway, employee.
Come on down.
They were showing the car to Shelton. And they can only assume that they talked in length about its great condition for its age and features. And they're like, we're not talking about you, Kia. We're talking about this Kia. You know? And the reliability. The employee later told the police that she seemed interested in the car and asked to take it for a test drive.
I told you it's a test drive.
But while he was talking to her and preparing the car for a drive, the dealership's telephone kept ringing. Hold on. You think she's smart enough to keep ringing the phone at the dealership to get the guy away?
I would believe so.
He said, it kept ringing and ringing. He said that he had to excuse himself constantly to go pick up the phone. Oh, yet there was never anybody on the other end of the line. I guarantee you, this 20-year-old stripper was going for a job interview. You want to know what? You should put that on your hidden talents now. When they go, hey, what? You're a stripper. What are your talents?
I kind of lot out of one of their cars.
Yeah. You know that car out there? It's not even mine. Some guy gave it to me moments ago. Really?
Yeah.
That's how good of a stripper I am. That's how good I am. Last time
I Ocean 11 that car by myself.
Correct.
That's how wet I get.
Yeah. 11 minus 10. Just me. Yeah. Just this guy right here. The last time the phone rang was just as the employee got in the car ready. Shelton got to take it for a spin. When they got back,
the last time the phone rang, what he heard was, so tell us a little about yourself.
Yeah.
It almost sounded like a job interview.
He went to that's the number she used as a reference?
No, I'm saying she's like on the phone calling him, but she's at the interview at that point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Yeah. Could you tell us a little bit about Kasha? You mean the person out on the... Wait a minute.
Wait a second. Am I your reference?
That's what he finds out she's gone. Yeah, you mean the person waiting for the...
Yeah. So it says the employee immediately called the police department. Okay. The woman had just stolen a car from the dealership's lot, and the cops began using the flock camera surveillance system in an attempt to spot the car. Lo and behold, they actually found it. Court documents state that the police observed the Kia traveling south towards Indianapolis. So this lady was putting some miles on this car. Yeah. She was not going to travel locally. You know what, though?
That one cop's like, I know where she's headed.
Yeah.
How do you know that, Dave? No, never mind.
Hey, don't question me, okay? I didn't kill anybody, okay? Yet.
That looks like the route to Deja Vu.
Right. Say that again. So it says a while later, they saw the car, this time returning. After that, the cameras lost the car. But we know now that she drove it back to the RDI Motors. She parked it with the keys in it.
Here's what I thought, what it was hoping the story was going to go.
Okay.
She steals a car from a couple houses down, goes to the job interview. Meanwhile, wife of the person who owns the car drives by and sees that car at a strip club.
I like where you're going with this.
And then, car gets put back. Yeah. The whole time he's like, what do you mean? I was here the whole time.
It's got the salesman's plate on it. And they're like, I saw your demo at the strip club.
No, I'm saying like, wife drives by, sees the car at the strip club, recognizes it.
Oh, I got you.
Goes on about her day.
Yeah.
Comes home and is like, where were you all day? I was here. No, you weren't. And then so.
I like where you're going here.
Literally, it was like, I was here all day. Like,
I was here. Were you on the main stage by chance today? Were you at all?
Photos.
Yeah.
I took photos of your car in the lot.
But she left the keys in the ignition. Needless to say, the car disappeared from the parking lot soon enough. So here's the deal. How unsafe is Muncie, Indiana, that you leave a car in your lot with keys in it for any length period of time? It's gone.
Well, I want to know, are there people just waiting in line to steal that Kia? Is it like a ride share?
So it says,
I'm going to need you to have that back by 6 because I got to steal it for my job interview later.
but her defense was, they got their car back. I was just borrowing it. Who's the guy that stole it? Wow. Okay. So it says they were able to link the car to her because she filled out an online form at RDA Motors to be able to test drive a car. Soon enough, they knocked on her door. When they asked her to identify herself, she lied and gave the police a different name. Listen, if I'm a stripper, I'm probably going to need a different name too. Okay? It is what it is. All right? Hey, Crystal Chandelier, I'm going to tell you right now, I think you stole this car. Okay? So it is what it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Cara Jacker.
Performing that's a not a mine. Yeah. You know what's weird? Would you spell it with a K or with a C? A K just throw people off, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, K to throw people off.
I would, yeah.
So,
for sure.
Yeah. Jacker's the best last name you could ever have.
But I'd spell Jagger with 2 C's.
I was going to say Q-U. Q-U.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the reason being is because you're in a strip club. You shouldn't have a last name it should be Jacker. Okay? Yeah. Cara Jacker. Okay?
That's like Cara Jacker, Cara Jacker. Steal my car, steal my car.
It's not yours. All right. All right. So her only inclination was to borrow the car to drive their job to interview for the strip club. Well, we assume it's a strip club anyway. We're not aware of any other places hiring exotic dancers. Could have been a zoo. You don't know.
Yeah,
could have been a zoo.
Indianapolis has a wonderful zoo.
Yeah, could have been. Could have been. All right.
Could have been like bird stuffer.
Bird stuffer. Cara Jacker and bird stuffer. Sheldon seemed genuinely baffled that the cops had come to arrest her. She returned the Kia intact and never meant to keep it, and no harm was done, right?
I was test driving.
When asked if she knew the Kia had been restolen. Hey, what's the restolen value of this car? Resale value of this car. Did you say restolen? What did you start with? What did you sorry, I'm Cara Jacker. Okay. I don't know what you were talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. All right. So watch out for that bird. But it says, how did she know that? Well, according to her own words, she saw the vehicle. Oh my God. I'm going to read this just like it is. This is her quote. You ready? I'm going to do it in her voice.
Oh no.
She saw the vehicle on some bitch's Snapchat. Oh my God. Whether she understood the reason why.
Hey, that's my almost car.
Wait a minute. You're not Cara Jacker. Who do you think you are? That's my gas. I put that fuel in that car. It was on E when I left the lot. I want my money for the gas. That's what I want. It says she's been charged with auto theft and identity deception, which are both felonies and could land her in jail for up to 2.5 years. They can't help but wonder, though, did she get the job? You imagine that. Okay, listen. You got the job. Okay, you got the job. Now, you're going to miss your first day of work. Okay? And your second, and maybe your 15th, and maybe your first 2.5 years. Okay?
Well, I think it'd be funnier to be like, hey, Sheldon, come to the, you got a call. They get her out of the cell, go down there. We've decided to go another route.
All of a sudden, there's a squad car parked in front of the strip club. How the hell did she pull this off? She's like, listen.
Give me another chance.
I need a little more time. Okay, how much time? Like 6 to 8 months. Depends on good behavior. Okay, that's all I need. That's all.
And we need to keep this little shenanigan under the rug.
And then they're like, you didn't have that eye tattoo when you were here before. Okay, listen.
It's been a rough.
It's a hard place. It's a hard place.
It's been a rough 3 nights.
You've been gone 2.5 days. Are you even Cara Jacker? I don't even think I know who you are anymore. Where can they find us, Dad?
You can find us ducking from birds in Indiana or on the net at thatchecksout.net. All the socials, that checks out WTT. Don't forget, we have a song and a video called Cool Dads. You can find the song on all the music platforms, the video on YouTube. We'd like to thank Non-Funny Brian for producing this show at Audio Hive Podcast Studio. This has been a TCO Productions. We'll catch you next time.
What if we call him Absolutely Not Funny Brian? We just say AF. AF. Brian AF. Absolutely not funny.
Brian Naff.
Are you even Kara Shocker? Who are you?